Hello everyone. So in this video we will see the demonstration of this past video, or let's say we will see the demonstration of what we have studied in the past video, right? So according to our logic, what we should do is we should check whether this works or not. So that in other way means uh, we have a button and LED and an LED. When we keep pressing the button, according to the user, LED should blink, small blink. And when we take our hand off at any moment, so we should keep reading the button at always. So we should, when we take our hand off, the blink should stop. Okay, when you take our hand off, blink should stop. So I wrote that logic here, nothing much to worry. So a particular blink completion will happen and we will read it. So if he has taken his hand off, obviously this reading will give a 1 value and the 1 value will break this while loop. So the off state will remain, so LED will be off because off state is the last state of the blink that I gave. You understand that? So let's see whether this thing works or not. Okay, so I will copy the code and I will show you. So this is the user's purpose, right? He has a push button and he presses, LED should blink. He takes his hand off, blink should stop. So until he keep pressing, LED blink should be happening. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I have a like small design, so this is messy, so just ignore it. So this is my button. If I keep pressing the button, okay, I zoomed it a little bit. Okay, let me know. Okay, if I press the button, keep pressing the button, this LED should be blinking. Okay, if I take my hand off from the button, LED should, that means I remove the mouse click, that means I taking my hand off, LED blink should stop. Okay, so just watch the button and the LED, right? Then you will get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste my code here. Okay, so these are the comments, so just don't worry, double slash things are comments, right? You know all those things. So I will do the simulation and let's see. So simulation has been started. So initially the LED is off because we didn't switch it on. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to press this button and let's see. Okay, I have pressed it and I'm keeping pressing the button. Okay, so now you can see the LED is blinking, right? So you may find out sometimes it didn't go fully off or not. It fully goes off and comes back. Since the delay is very slow, it is showing like that. Okay, but you just believe me, this is a blink. Okay, obviously it's blinking, right? So if you're doing the same scenario with the real Arduino, and you will find the blink very perfect, even for 100 millisecond or 200 millisecond. So now the LED is blinking. I still clicking the button, right? So I'm going to remove my button, remove the click. That means I'm going to take my hand off the button and let's see what happens. Okay guys, okay, I took. So you see, once I took my hand off, the LED is completely off. So sometimes you may find some slow off or some kind of things. It is because of the simulation environment, but with real Arduino you will see it very perfect. Okay, click, I keep clicking, I didn't remove my hand, so it's blinking. Now I'm going to take my hand off from the button. Okay, let's take this off. You see, the LED has gone off. You understand what I'm telling? So this is the purpose, right? User clicks, it blinks. User clicks, it blinks, right? User keeps clicking it, or user keeps pushing the button, it blinks. Now user is going to take his hand off. Okay, I took my hand off and it goes off. That is a task. Okay, let's keep it this way, and let's say something. So we have seen how we can do it with the while loop, right? So now you understand. So while loop, like for loop, while loop also, or let's say this is a little bit weird, different from the for loop, because I'm not having any particular number of iterations. I'm doing while a particular value is true, and if this value is 0, if the value becomes 1, I break the loop, or let's say if the value becomes 1, we make sure this is false and we come out of the loop. Okay, so this is slight difference than the for loop, because with for loop we don't do this thing. We have all the initialized variable value, and we have this condition check, and we do incrementing all those things in the for loop in one line. But while loop is much flexible, so we can simply evaluate a boolean, okay, 0 or 1, or number value 0 or 1, and we can repeat a loop. You understand what I'm telling? Okay, let's keep it this way. when I start this session or this session of the videos, I said we were taking this example to study the break keyword. Okay, but unfortunately we didn't use the break keyword yet, because we can directly assign this value to x. That means we read the digital value that for any moment of the hand is being taken. For the sake of it, we digital read the value and we assign it to x itself. That means we update the x value. Since we directly evaluating the x value in the while loop, this updated x value will become 1 and this evaluates to be false and we come out of the while loop. Okay, so for the sake of using the break keyword, what I'm going to use is the digital read value. It's there now. So I'm going to give a new variable name to this. Let's say y. Okay, now it is not x. Okay, I want to use the break keyword because I gave my word to you. So for that sake I'm using the y. Okay, so then now what is the problem? While x is equal to 0, we will iterate it. Okay, digital rate is 2 is x. If x is equal to 0, we will iterate and then we read the value. Yes or no? Yes, digital read value, and we assign it to y, not to x. If we assign it to x, the problem is solved because we are evaluating the x here, but unfortunately I am assigning it to y. Okay, it's not a good thing, but just to know whether break keyword is working or not, we are doing it. Okay, assign it to y. Now what I have to do is I have to say to the while loop, hey while loop, I have given this I am reading the digital read value each and every moment, okay, to find out whether he has taken his hand off the button or not, and I assign the value to y. So please make sure if the y value is 1, that means y0 means he is pressing still. Y is 1 means he has taken his hand. You understand, right? Digital read 2 will give 0 when it is pressed. It will give 1 when the button is released. So that value will be now assigned to y. So I am going to say to the code program, if the y value is 0, that means he is still pressing the hand. Okay, pressing the button. We don't have to do anything at that time. We have to keep blinking. If the y value is 1, then there's a problem, right? That means he has taken his hand off. If the y value is 1, please break the loop. We have to say, because x value is not changing anywhere, right? Because it is assigned only in this place. Here we have only the y. So what I will do is I will tell to the program, hey man, okay, please do it for me. Okay, what is this? Okay, tab if y value is 1, okay, that means what? Button is pressed, button is released. Okay, button is released somewhere. Okay, please break the while loop. We have to stop the while loop. We shouldn't blink hereafter. Okay, stop the blinking. So you can say break. Okay, this looks stupid, I know, because if we directly assign x to here, update the x value here, then this will become false and we will anyway come out of the while loop. But since we want to study whether break loop is working or not with the while loop, we are assigning to a different variable, and we again manually write an if condition to break the while loop if this evaluates to be 1. That means button is released. You understand this? Okay, so this break keyword is going to break the loop in which it is in. If it's not a loop, if is a condition check and doing something, it is not looping. So the loop in which break keyword is existing is this while loop. So this break keyword should break the while loop when y become 1. That means when the user takes his hand off, it should break the while loop. Let's see whether it works or not. I copy the code. I will now paste my code here. Okay, I have pasted the code. You see the y thing is here, and let's simulate and see. Oh my god, what is happening here? Oh, I'm getting some error. I forgot to. Okay guys, I'm getting some errors, so let's debug it in the next video, guys.